recording. All right. So here we are after a long period of time of not having our game, the music of the night. So long, in fact, that Karnis can't find the soundtrack.
Oh.
There we go.
Have you tried turning the soundtrack off and turning it back on again?
I will slap the taste out of your mouth.
You'll slap me out of his mouth. That's no. Oh, no.
Have you tried starting your soundtrack in safe mode?
Good evening, and welcome to the music of the night, Garbage Can Edition. My name is Karnis, and I will be your storyteller. With me tonight, I have four very testy individuals.
Hey.
It's almost my name.
I don't even have those.
starting with one kcStranger.
Hey there. Playing Petra Schweinsteiger.
Ice Nine playing Maya Barkley.
Tastymusic playing Scott Elwell.
Leshok playing Caleb McCormick. I apologize in advance. I have the worst time keeping consistent accents, and I haven't played this character in like a month, so...
That makes two of us.
There's that.
There is that. So, last time, we had a fun little holiday jaunt. Unfortunately, Leshok could not make it. But the others were all trapped in some sort of alternate holiday universe where a bunch of things were different. You might even say wrong. People that were dead were not dead. Actually, it was just a lot of people that were dead that were dead that were not dead. It was a lot of that. Yeah.
So are you saying that they're dead?
Who?
Exactly.
Luca's dad.
No.
Yeah, Luca's dad.
Andy.
Luca's mom.
I'm
Andy.
confused.
Luca's
Oh,
sisters.
you just told me that Andy's actually dead.
You know that one episode of Supernatural where like everything's great? But
I've never watched Supernatural.
Anyways,
You're
so
this Dean to my Sam. Come on.
your characters.
I'm the hot one while you're whiny?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
And tall.
quickly began to notice some of the things that were off. And finally, we're confronted by a Luca who was not Luca, trying to convince you to stay in a world that was better than the one that you were going back to. When you broke out of it, you remembered everything that had happened. Luca being taken by the Winter Queen, recently meeting one Caleb McCormick, the incident in the kitchen where Kenneth passed out, seeing a small flash of light and some smoke, and running outside, and there standing in front of you was a young woman, very pretty, little below average height, blonde hair, wearing sort of a white winter coat, hands held out in front of you, begging you to wait and not go. And that, I guess, is where we'll start.
Oh wait, didn't we start with Scott punching her unconscious?
Yeah, I punched her right in the jaw when we came out.
Okay,
Full-on slugged her.
So I guess that
Like a
is
pro.
an option.
All about
Did
quality.
we have Scott roll for said punch?
No, you just
Yeah.
said that she fell unconscious. Oh yeah, no, he did
Oh,
roll, and then you
Did
said
I?
that.
Okay.
No, we actually played through it.
I did not
Okay.
remember that.
Yeah, you
Okay.
definitely said that though.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. then we then we come back with a 22-year-old girl slumping to the ground with a bruise beginning to form on her chin.
Take off my shirt and there's a wife beater on underneath. Let's go!
Like, just got real.
Oh, jeez. Don't punch people. It's bad, kids. Don't do it.
No, yeah,
Anyways.
don't put people in illusions either. That's bad too.
It's a dick move.
Anyways.
Honestly, don't do anything we do, kids. I don't know why you're watching this. If you're kids, why are you watching this? This is not PG or PG-13.
Yeah, we do earn our explicit rating. Anyways. So it's snowing. It's snowy place, Snowertons. You guys are in the parking lot is not the word I meant to say. Driveway.
I'll get the shovel.
Oh, actually, I think Caleb's actually still in the house on the couch
Yeah.
watching cartoons.
Undoubtedly.
So what do you guys want to do?
Oh wait, Scott, are you continuing to charge ahead? What are you doing?
No, I came out with you. We saw something go around. You
You
blacked out, right?
I'm still inside, technically, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you're with Kenneth.
I suppose. Wait. Oh, well, I'm going to stay with Kenneth, so I know he's okay.
Okay,
I'm not gonna come out unless I know he's okay.
So my action depends on what I see Scott doing. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, what is Scott doing?
Standing, looking. The
Okay.
fuck?
Are you seeking things, or are you just looking around?
Looking around. Because last I remember was something going around the corner, but I don't know if that was part of.
Oh, okay. Make me. Haven't done this in a while. Let's see. Make me a wits occult roll, Scott.
Ha 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 ha. Nope.
Nope. It was. You're not sure. It very well might have been something from the dream world. You can't quite tell. Plus, your legs are a little sore. Like they've been like sort of cramping or like locked in place for a couple of minutes without moving. Not like you're gonna pass out or anything. They're just like noticeably sore.
Someone skipped leg day.
Or just had it.
Caleb, at this point, you're probably hearing a commotion outside.
What's going on?
All right. Oh, sorry.
I rush over towards the sound of commotion.
Okay. You rush into the kitchen. There's some stairs down towards a side door, and you see Petra and Scott there, and a young woman passed out in the snow, and Maya is in the kitchen, sort of kneeling. I presume kneeling next to Kenneth.
Yep.
I remember Kenneth dropping. Okay. Oh shit! Do I need to get a blanket or a shovel? I say, pointing at the body.
Blanket, hopefully.
I think you're pointing at the girl, right? Not
Yeah.
Kenneth?
No,
Still.
not Kenneth. The girl
Still.
knocked out in the snow. That I am asking them if I need to get a blanket or a shovel.
Well, okay. So if people are within like earshot of me, then
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Scott, Caleb, tell me not to do what I'm about to do.
Don't do it.
Wait, what are you about,
What
to,
are you about
do?
to do?
How-
I pick up Nadia, just fireman's carry style,
Okay.
and I want
Which Petra has since learned.
to carry her down to the basement,
Okay.
and I want to
You do so?
Oh, here, little lady, let me.
No, I want to strongly urge Caleb to not help me. So
Okay.
I'll just say, no, no. I said, tell me not to do this.
Do it.
Then
What are you going
stop.
to do?
Yes.
Don't-
stop.
Don't actually stop me. And I just walk straight past him.
I,
I don't know what's happening.
Petra's losing her mind.
I want to carry Nadia down to the basement, and I remember a small room where I once met a possessed person.
Yes. There is a slight issue.
What, is it locked
It's closed.
and locked?
It's not locked, but all those little runey lines are glowing.
Fascinating. Okay, so I have an unconscious girl on my shoulder, and
You do have a nice slab next to you could lay her on.
well, okay. So I need to think
Do you
about
want me
this.
to
real
get
quick.
like a desk chair and like some tape? We used to do this.
I know, right?
The
like
rooms are
these-
glowing.
This
Yeah.
is like college.
someone catch me up to speed here.
No,
did
I
you-
think only I know about this.
Well, but did he follow you down is the question.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be telling him not to do things, but not stopping him.
Her.
I'm
Okay.
real good at Simon Says.
Caleb, what happened was when we went outside, I think she cast a spell on me, Petra, and Maya, put us in this weird illusion dream. I don't know how long. Between when Caleb fell and when we ran outside.
Oh, so she's a witch.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Okay,
uh,
so
We're still determining if she's a bad witch or a good witch. We'll keep you posted.
here is my goal in all this, Karnis, and I can't see exactly what's around me. Basically, I know that this girl can look at us and cause us to lose our minds. So, what I am doing is attempting to find a location that I can basically lock her in.
Right.
And I want, first of all, to restrain her. Now, within the bounds of that, if I can make her comfortable as opposed to uncomfortable, I would like to do so. But my primary aim is, while she is still unconscious, I want her to be restrained.
Okay. So, first things first, let me describe for Leshok and Caleb, who has not been down to the basement yet, what they see. And this is not actually the best sort of picture for this, but it's the only one I have. I mean,
It's not too bad.
So as you walk down the stairs, it's one of those L staircases, and as you walk down through the doorway into this basement, it's unfinished, cement floor, cement walls, maybe that weird sort of stucco-y stuff on the walls that helps seal it. There are two autopsy-looking tables in the middle of this main room, and there is also a sort of sunken area in the middle that looks to be about 6.5 feet by 4 feet, with some weird brownish sort of stains. Along all three walls, with occasional interruptions for a couple of doors, are shelving with various types of chemical and alchemical nonsense. There's a small Coke fridge in the far right corner that looks to have blood and some other various and sundry fluids in it.
so kind of some mad laboratory-ness going on, bringing back some memories.
A little bit, but this is much more. Everything's very clean. Everything's very neat. Everything's very organized. But very much science laboratory mixed with some of the crazier nonsense.
Okay, so just with my past experience and everything, what would be a good, proper, safe way for restraining a witch? I'm thinking like hood over the head and like hands all taped up.
So yeah, you ideally you want to immobilize the fingers and the tongue.
Mhm.
Blocking line of sight is always a good idea as well. Anyways, so Petra has carried this girl down on her shoulder and is standing now in front of this big steel door that has all sorts of intricate rune work in it that is sort of glowing.
Oh.
And Petra, Caleb, you can both make me intelligence occult rolls.
I'm gonna go with Maya.
I'm good at one of those things.
Occult.
Caleb, you would get your dice on this, I think. What's your
which
specialty
ones
for occult?
Specialty for occult is witchcraft.
Yes, you would get a dice for this. Okay. Petra has 2.
Let me remember how to do the whole weird dice thing.
So you're going to take your intelligence,
Like
which
that.
is 1. Oh,
No,
you're
I
trying
know
to...
that. I meant the yeah. Like,
Gotcha.
I know how to RPG. I don't remember how to.
Swing.
I put a period in front so it'd display, so just don't do that.
I got you. All right, so I get my bonus from my specialization here. So
Cool. The both of you immediately identify spell work, obviously. More specifically, these are some sort of wards or warding runes that have been placed into this door. Ideally, to keep people either from going in or from coming out. You're not entirely sure. Caleb, you have seen stuff like this before. It looks like some of the stuff you've seen Vi do.
Mhm.
Usually, folks like Vi don't leave stuff that if somebody accidentally touched it would blow up. So you're probably okay to at least try to open the door.
Oh. Okay, when I heard you talk about, like, glowing runes, I thought that it was like a don't use the room thing.
well, there could be something in the room.
Okay, so back in character then, I'm definitely moving to give this door a try.
Okay.
I mean, unless I'm missing something that in your description that would
Is there
incline
something
me
in there?
not to.
Because is
No.
there something in there? Because them runes look active.
Can I... Okay, so wait a minute. Alright. So would I judge from the fact that they're glowing that the room is probably in use sealing something in?
Not necessarily. They're not like glowing super. This isn't like stoplight or like neon light glowing. They're just there. You can see that before when the door was open, they were
shimmering?
dull. Now there's like a slight light in them.
Have I been
Glimmer.
down here when the room was closed and they weren't glowing?
That's a good question.
I'm trying to piece
Yes.
together any
Yes,
information
you
that I
have.
can to
Yes, you
decide
have.
this is a bad idea.
The last time that you were down here, when Kenneth closed the door, they did not glow like that.
Okay.
When he was showing you around and, well, let's be honest, showing off.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to judge that there's a potential the room is in use. So I'm going to start seeking an alternate means of making my captive secure.
Make me a couple of investigation. What's investigation checks? The both of you, if you're working together.
I'll say, yeah. All we really need at this point is a gag, a blindfold, and some duct tape.
I look over at Caleb and I say, "You sure you want to be in on this?"
I just kind of blink and don't really understand why he would be asking me that. I mean, we're detaining a witch to figure out if she's good or bad. What's to it?
I shrug and immediately accept his help.
Okay. Give me the rolls.
I'll get my bag.
You can both get +2 for.
Oh,
Is
should I
Kenneth
just roll
flying
another
upstairs?
2d10 and add it to that, or
Yeah.
should I re-roll?
No, just roll another 2d10 and add it. +2 because you know exactly what you guys are looking for. Okay, that is plenty. Yeah. So hold on, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, ooh. Okay, cool. You guys start digging around the basement. Petra, you think to go and look in the other room where the firing range is,
Mm-hmm.
and hanging alongside some of the other weapons on the wall there, you find this really intricate, very fine-looking silver chain with two. Have you ever seen? They're called slave rings. It's a ring and a bracelet that are attached by a small chain.
Okay.
They're jewelry. It looks kind of like that. There's two rings that clearly would go over a finger, and then two bracelets. But all of it's connected by this very delicate, multicolored metal chain. And as you look, you see very, very, very small, intricate runes carved onto each link of each chain. Caleb, you find duct tape pretty easily, as well as a black silk hood that has some Celtic-looking sort of silver stitching in it.
Fancy. Okay.
So as we're doing this, I want to look at Caleb and sort of frown and say, I really want to be able to talk to her when she wakes up. Do you think there's any chance we could just maybe
We
lock
start
one
with
of us?
yes. Look, I know witches. You start with yes and no's, but you don't want them to talk. You don't want them to wiggle their fingers, and you don't want them to look at you. So you start with yes and no's. Very Simon Says.
I shrug and frown, and I say, I think she was actually trying to help us out there in a weird way.
Is Kenneth dying upstairs? I want to check him.
Okay. As these two are doing this, Scott, you go in and help Maya with Kenneth. You can make me a intelligence medicine check if you like, either of you, to sort of assess his situation.
Sure.
Do either of you have specialties that would be applicable?
Nope.
I don't think so. Hold on, I'm all out of sorts right now.
Let me look.
2 intelligence and 1 dot in medicine.
No, you don't have anything that's gonna be specifically towards that.
We each got one though.
Cool. He's breathing. It's not shallow or anything. It's pretty normal. His pulse is a little fast. Aside from that, he seems to be unconscious, but unharmed for the most part.
If I lift up his eyes,
I lost the last half of that, Tasty.
if I lift up his eyes, shine a light into them, what do they do?
You do the whole dilation thing.
Yep.
They constrict, dilate just fine. But you notice when you open his eyelid that they're moving back and forth, like they're looking around.
Like they're looking around, or like he's like ramming.
Like they're looking around.
Like he's stuck somewhere.
Maybe.
He's not dead!
Well, we got that much.
He's not dead. He seems to be, as far as you can tell, not in any danger.
I feel like one of us should stay. Well, I don't want to leave him here.
Do you think he's in the same place as we were?
I'm wondering, maybe.
You guys
I mean,
do basic shock stuff, put a blanket on him, lift his feet, that sort of stuff.
I mean, potentially. I don't know how we would be able to hop out. Well, you couldn't be the exact same place, right? Because we're all out.
Based on everything that Luca taught you and everything you've seen in the last year, it doesn't make any sense that he would be stuck someplace that you guys were. And then when the person who was responsible became unconscious, he would not break free, especially when you guys did.
Okay, that's what I was kind of thinking.
So you can draw the deduction that most likely he is. It was something else.
So yeah, something. Okay, well, we should definitely stay with him. One of us at least.
I'll stay with them. You keep Petra.
Okay, I'll go back downstairs with them.
Oh, you're going downstairs to Caleb.
I'll go with them, and Scott is gonna.
I also find a shotgun and keep a lookout.
You find said shotgun.
I might honestly stay, like, not come fully into the room with them, but just kind of like go part way into the basement so that I could like come upstairs quickly and easily if I need to.
Okay. I mean, like, it's 15 stairs from the basement to the kitchen, but...
No, my point is I'm, like, by the stairs, not, like, fully into the basement.
At the top of the stairs to the basement?
Okay. Gotcha.
More like at the bottom, but whatever. It's...
No, I understand. Okay, cool. So you come down, and as you do, you see Petra and Caleb holding some of the stuff they found and debating whether or not to gag this individual.
I feel like I would just like kind of laugh and be like, what are you guys doing?
Tying up a witch.
Sounds good. Sounds like a good plan. Let's do that.
Okay.
I look at the other two and I say, I want to ask her a few things. This isn't
Bad at
my
this.
thing.
You're bad at this.
How much do I know about Caleb's skills? Or how much can I just gather by how aware of the situation he seems? Because I feel like I would sense that Caleb is the expert and want to then listen to what he's saying.
Make me a manipulation empathy roll to attempt to ascertain. -2.
Okay, I'll do it
you already
again.
rolled. Whoops, sorry. No, you're fine.
Okay.
Didn't realize you already rolled. Yeah, he's in general a difficult person to read, but he does seem to be very calm and kind of at home in all of this. On top of that, he's told you guys several times that he's a witch hunter. So you seem inclined to trust his knowledge.
Petra, let's just give it to him on this one.
I look over at Caleb, and I say,
I smile. It's not right, but I smile.
I sort of sigh.
Crossbite.
My shoulders slump a little bit, and I say, your lead, but I want to be here, and if it's possible to talk to her, I want to. Fair?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look, all right, so here's what we're going to do. Is there a chair to put her in?
You guys could take her upstairs and put her in a chair.
Can I just bring one from upstairs?
Also possible.
I will grab a chair. I'll be right back.
Grab me a chair. Grab me a chair.
I will get you a chair,
You guys could
bro.
also like lay her down on one of the two sort of
Chair.
I'm getting Caleb a fucking chair.
Table's too rapey.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. We can put the chair on the table.
Right.
Now,
Yeah, and I also just want to fetch, like I said, just for later, I just want to fetch a glass of water.
Or we could put the table on the chair.
Dude.
instead.
Now we're thinking.
No.
You guys get
Amateurs.
her. You guys get her chaired. Petra, you grab a glass of water.
All right. This hood is more than what we need. I'm gonna do this all with just duct tape.
Okay, so you don't use the hood or the
You use the gag, right?
Okay, I am
bracelet
not
things that
used. There wasn't a
Petra found?
gag. There was just a hood. I'm going to fashion. I'm going to duct tape over her mouth. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna duct tape over her eyes, and then I'm gonna put her hands behind her back so it's flat palms and fingers against each other, and duct tape them together like that. So that way she can't.
You're not gonna put duct tape over her eyes.
Did he stutter?
Oh my god! Really?
Is that
Okay.
bad?
I'm not gonna press it to the eye to the eyelids. Like you could get it over it without
no,
pressing
at
out
least-
to the eye.
At least there's that, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, or whatever. Like maybe we'll use the hood for that. Okay. But I'm
Sound-
used to working with
Do
duct tape. Okay.
No, that's fine. I just you could put anything over her. You could grab a towel. You could.
You know what? Hey,
Karnis,
guys, so I think a hood sounds like a compromise. All right. So let's do the hands with the duct tape. Let's do the mouth with whatever, and let's just throw the hood over the eyes. Deal?
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
so
You hear from upstairs,
Karnis,
through the mouth with whatever?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it this way.
You heard me.
Huh?
If based on something that I know, I have good reason to think that there's something more effective or equally effective but more comfortable for the victim, then I am going to at least suggest the possibility to him. I won't tell him what to do, but I will suggest the possibility.
Okay. I think I'm going to choose to believe that you guys don't duct tape somebody's eyes.
Fine. God, amateurs.
The question
I
is.
will acquiesce to their suggestions mostly because I want them to like me.
Okay. The question is, do you show them the hood, or do you just take a towel?
Just take a towel. I mean,
Okay.
if the hood's gonna get in the way. If I want to be able to
Cool.
remove the gag, I'd have to have the hood halfway rolled up, and that already ruins some of its effective.
Okay, cool. So, what about the stuff that Petra found? Do you guys use that?
Is there a reason why we wouldn't?
Because Caleb said he's not doing that.
I said I'm using duct tape.
Isn't
I will suggest this might be simpler and more effective.
if you're gonna say it, say it. If not, let's go with what we're doing and move on.
If I see him going towards her with the duct tape, I'll be like, Caleb, any reason not to just use this? And I'll just hold it out, and that'll be my argument, such as it is.
What is it?
My suggestion. Caleb knows what it is.
What is your? Oh, okay.
It's
Am I
So-
not in the room? Can I not see it?
you can. It is two sort of bracelets and two rings. Everything is connected with this multi-metal colored chain that is very, very thin and fine.
Is it magic?
It don't look to me like it's gonna be sturdy enough to stop them from moving her fingers.
You do notice that each link is inscribed very, very finely with some sort of runes.
I will peer closely to see if I can't ascertain to what those runes are.
Sure. Intelligence occult.
Okay. Does my witchcraft
Yes.
occult specialty go into this? All right, cool.
Yes. Specifically because you might have seen something like this before. Okay. These are essentially magic handcuffs.
Oh, fancy. All right,
Like,
I'll put on the magic
if you put
handcuffs.
them on her, it should inhibit her ability to touch mana or to interact with the metaphysical realm in any way, shape, or form.
Did you
I
just
look
say
at 'em.
Anna?
and say,
I said
Amanda.
mana.
all right, we'll use the fancy
Okay.
tools. If she
M-A-N-A.
squirms too much, I'm getting the duct tape. And I will put on the fancy anti-magic handcuff bondage jewelry.
All right. You do that. As soon as you put the rings and the bracelets on, all the loose chain sort of cinches together and sort of like pulls her hands in the stereotypical like dead man pose, like crosswise across her chest.
Neat.
And these sort of inky black barbed wiry lines start crawling across her skin.
All right, so I feel she is properly secured and taped to the chair and everything.
So you tape her to the chair. And yeah.
Yeah. Just
pretty-
good round the waist onto the back, like nothing crazy.
Yep.
All right. Then I will try and lightly slap on the cheek. Wake up! Come on.
And I'm just going to position myself sort of in the background for this initial part.
Okay.
I just want to be a kind of an onlooker, although I won't put myself out of her view.
So you sort of slap her face, and she sort of stirs half a second, and then you do it again, a little harder, but not hard. And she sort of, what? Who are you?
Hi,
She looks
I'm Caleb.
very scared.
This, I lay the crone's call across my lap, is Cecilia. We want to be friends, but I gotta make sure that you can be a friend, because Cecilia's an awfully jealous bitch.
What? And she
So,
then sort of
I
spots
have-
you in the background, Petra, and she goes, "Oh, are you friends with?" She sort of like nods with her head.
If he tries to do anything too permanent, I'll stop him, but yes.
I'm literally not doing anything at the moment. I'm like, are you good witch? And I lean in real close and I scrunch my eyes and give her a good old stare down.
Am I
Intimidation stare. Intimidation.
Yes. Make me presence intimidation.
With my specialization of
Use
stare
your
down.
stare down.
I have specialization intimidate stare down.
That's beautiful.
Though
Oh, come on!
I don't know that this is the perfect application for that, but it will do what you want.
I mean, if you're not giving it to him now, then when?
Well,
When he plays chicken on Tractor, Oklahoma.
she seems genuinely concerned at this point. And she sort of like stares at you a little bit for a second. What do you mean, witch?
Sorter with dark forces, manipulators of magic. Brooms, cats, pointy hats.
No. I mean, I'm a little goth, but no.
I look up over at Petra and Maya and go, I thought you said she was a witch.
What?
I don't think she's that. I think she has some innate ability.
I saw somebody with a gun, and then I saw you guys run out, and I wanted to stop you. I thought it was dangerous.
Sorry, I'm moving my computer because this outlet doesn't work.
I'm
Fail.
very disappointed this is not a witch in front of me, because I was trying to show off, and it's just some goth girl.
She's more than a goth girl, Caleb. Just a second. I'm going to go off for a moment because I need to plug in my computer.
I'm
In
getting
addition to being very powerful, also can break the fourth wall. You're stuck.
I'm getting the sense that if she's a witch, she's not a bad one. That's what I'm trying to say. I was trying to make that double negative, but it didn't work.
Do you
Is
know
this
her?
what Maya's saying?
Yes.
Okay.
And Maya said all of that.
I blink
Ish.
and take about 3 seconds to comprehend what you just said. And nod slowly.
Ish. We know her.
She sort of chuckles a little bit. Yeah, you could say that.
Wait, this is Nadia right now.
It is Nadia. Yes.
Okay, getting in that headspace. Okay, I mean, I couldn't tell you about her personality, but we got to know her.
Huh?
Biblically, she says.
You went to church together?
Yeah.
In
You heard that song, Take Me to Church?
in a manner of speaking, yeah. Several times.
Oh, we should talk about that later because I'm curious to hear more.
You don't remember?
What do you... Of course we don't remember. We don't remember anything.
What?
Okay,
Wow.
wait.
I mean, I knew we were drunk, but geez.
Are we still interrogating her? I'm confused. I
That's-
don't.
Yes, we are.
I can get my serious face back on.
Yeah, we are. What do you mean you're... Like, what's confusing?
You guys have me taped to a chair. I can't move my arms, though these are really pretty bracelets and rings.
Why don't we start with why are you like, were you ever even here right now?
Yeah.
I came to bring your guys' stuff back.
Or stuff?
Yeah, you guys all left your clothes at my house, which I thought was kind of weird. But, you know, to each their own, I guess. Well, my apartment. Not really a house.
I wasn't really in an apartment, though.
Yeah, you all came back to my place.
Petra, do you got anything for me here? Because I'm dumbfounded.
She's just, like, staring back and forth between the two of you.
Can you
Very
tell me what
confused.
you remember?
Sure. Where should I start?
At when we walked in to the club that night.
Sure. So I was tending bar. One of my favorite bands was playing. I saw you guys come into Sanctuary. I waved. I was actually really excited you guys came down. You guys kind of went nuts, but like in a cool way. You're actually both really badass. Where's your other friend? She says, looking around for Scott.
Scott's upstairs.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, like it was a great time. We had some drinks, fooled around at the bar. I invited you guys back to my apartment, and then it got a little more serious and, you know, fun. And
Yes.
then I woke up in the morning and you all were gone.
What about all the other people that were there?
Oh, what other people? It was just the four of us. I mean, that's not like plenty, but
I kind of chuckle. But do I get any sense that she's lying, or does this feel sincere?
you can absolutely make a roll for that.
Yes.
That's going to be manipulation empathy.
Okay, I'll make the roll too.
Before you roll. Let me do some thinking, quick tallying. So she's a little amped up right now, a little creeped out. So -1. Yeah, -1. And yes, you can both make the roll.
Nice.
Sorry.
She seems very sincere. Genuinely, like, happy that she's seeing people she knows, as opposed to just this giant that was in front of her. Still a little creeped out. Less with the being tied up and more with the shotgun that was like openly brandished.
I'm out. I don't have anything else. I don't know. I'm confused.
Also, she kind of winces like every once in a while when she talks.
I Wait, wince? How?
Like she'll say a word and then she'll kind of like grit her teeth a little bit and be like, and just sort of like stop and like her eyes crinkle a little bit, like it hurts.
Oh, okay.
And
She got punched in the
she,
face.
yeah, like she got hit real hard in the mouth.
I don't know what that could be from.
I speak up. I'll say, Nadia, perhaps it would help if we shared what things looked like from our perspective.
I guess.
Do we want to do that?
Give her a concussion?
I think so. I turn and look at her, and I want to relay. I'm gonna shortcut this, unless you want me to say the whole thing, Karnis, but it could just be a long story.
No, yeah, you can do a summary of what you guys went through. Are
Okay.
you? I guess. Let me know if you're keeping anything out.
Right. So I'll mention basically sort of the haziness of my memories from the point where. Oh, wait, sorry. Just did you need to say anything? Can you give me just a second?
Yes. I'm counting dice anyways.
Can I come down?
Yeah. Yeah, you would have heard them talking by this point. You're just up the stairs.
I make sure Kenneth.
Oh, did you ever make me that roll, by the way?
I did. I got no success. Investigation. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sounds good.
Gotcha.
Okay, sorry about that. You guys all good?
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna start with like sort of the very hazy memories that I have from after we left the place, and then I want to describe sort of the general character of where we woke up. I do want to describe the interesting person who we met when we woke up, as well as in like brief detail the circumstances of that waking up.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave out the part about waking up what's his face, whose name I am now forgetting.
Jan.
Oh,
Jan.
Jan.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave Jan out of it. But I'm just gonna mention that we made our way out, and the entire time I want to be trying to pay attention the best I can to see if she's reacting to anything.
Okay. So.
Oh, I'll leave out the angel too. I'll just sort of, if she asks about it, I might tell more, but I'll just say that we managed to find our way out, essentially.
Make me a manipulation subterfuge roll.
Great.
And a presence expression roll.
Okay, so here's manipulation subterfuge. And presence what?
Expression.
Rip.
Okay. She's listening. Oh, and you wanted to. You said you wanted to sort of gauge her for reactions as well, right?
Right.
We can just go off of your original success on that from reading her.
All right.
So you start telling the story, and she's just sort of like nodding along, like okay, and then you get to the part where things kind of go black, and she just sort of like frowns a little bit and shrugs and accepts it, and then you start describing the place where you woke up, and particularly this individual that looked very unique, but also very similar to somebody who's very scary. And she raises an eyebrow a little bit, gives you sort of a "oh really" look, then just starts to get a little more concerned as you continue on with the story. And when you finish it, she's just sort of frowning ever so slightly. That's quite the story, Petra. Are you guys sure? I mean, we didn't do anything hallucinogenic, but are you guys sure this wasn't like some sort of shared dream or something?
I feel like all three of us tripping may not have the exact same experience. Just a guess.
No.
Have I come down at this point?
Yeah.
Well, except for that one time, like 5 minutes ago, but that's besides.
Fair, fair.
Well, I mean, I've heard of like shared dreams where people all have similar dreams and like they start talking about them when they wake up and the memories start matching up. Like it's a thing, right?
No, 'cause one of my there, out there.
Okay. I mean, you seem like honest people. Though, Petra, I feel like you're leaving something out. But
Where do you think I left something out?
I don't know. I just feel like there's something more that you didn't add. Like, not like I think you're lying to me or anything. Just like, you know, it's fine. It's probably something you didn't think was important enough to tell me.
Do you want to hear more? I'll tell more.
I mean, I guess if we're all going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, look, here's the thing, Nadia. And I sort of frown and look down. We've done something frankly wrong to you just now because we thought we had good reason to. Your story about our night puts that into question, and I just want to know the truth of it all. So, what did I leave out? How we got out of there.
Before he says anything, can I tap Caleb on the shoulder?
Eh?
Between.
We lost you, Tasty.
Yeah, we
Okay.
lost you.
Oh, I'll speak louder then, because I'm not actually. I don't have to whisper. In between
Stage whisper.
in between when Kenneth passed out and we went out, how much time was there?
That's a good question, actually. Karnis?
You feel like it was maybe a minute?
Oh. Not even a full commercial. I was watching cartoons at the moment, so.
Nadia, when me and Petra came rushing outside, what happened? What did we do?
You came rushing out. I reached out my hands and said, "Wait, stop."
Uh-huh.
You guys sort of looked at me blankly for a couple of seconds, and she kind of narrows her eyes a little bit. And then you punched me in the jaw.
So you remember that?
It's not the kind of thing I tend to forget.
Scott just smiled.
It's actually only happened once before.
It's happened before.
Yeah, I dated an asshole in high school.
Whoops,
Oh.
Scott.
That.
Checks underneath his shirt. Still a wife beater there.
It's fine. I took care of it.
I'm sure. It's been a rough and been
I
a
look.
few unexplained things and things. What happened with the night of us being together, just not remembering. Jumped to conclusions when I saw you. So, apologies.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out a little bit, Tasty.
All right, give me a sec. I'm just going to turn up the sensitivity. Mic.
She,
Okay, how's this?
Good
Keep
so
going,
far.
we'll see.
seems better.
Okay, did you catch everything I said before? Do you want me to say it again?
Say
I got the
again.
gist of it, but you can say it again.
Okay. Well, with it's been rough couple days for us, and especially for me. A few unexplained things have been happening, and unexplained things happening to my friends, and have been a little bit on edge. And with what happened with the night that we all spent together, and me not remembering, I kind of assumed the worst of what happened. So
Can I talk to
I
Caleb while
apologize
this
for
is
that.
happening? Oh, sorry.
Let him
Thought you were done.
finish.
I thought he was done. I'm sorry.
Her eyes kind of soften as you say this, Scott, and she takes sort of a deep breath. It's all right, I guess, if you don't make a habit of it. But yes, what did
Not
you want
unless you
to
ask me to. And then he winks.
Okay.
She sort of just stares at you for a moment and then shakes her head.
Works with some people.
Petra, you can talk to.
Yeah, okay.
Caleb.
So I look at Caleb and I say, I'm not saying she's a witch, but if you have a witch who doesn't know she's a witch, then is that a good witch or a bad witch?
Well, you can always see if I weigh as much as a duck.
Then you're made of wood.
Exactly.
You've been waiting to make that joke.
I take a good hard look at her.
She kind of like holds her hands up a little bit and like shakes them. Can we it's not the most comfortable position.
I'm gonna take the crone's call, finger nowhere close to the trigger, and I'm just gonna poke her with it. See if it responds in any way, shape, or form.
She's been trying to pull a fast one on us, and Leshok just...
No,
He's trying to decide if it does do anything.
I'm trying to decide a great many things right now. Okay, so you reach it out, and she sort of like leans away from you, and you go to poke her, and she like leans back, and the chair falls to the side, and she lands on her side, and she makes oh, and I presume you then like lean over and like touch it to her.
I'll poke her in the leg then. That's closer.
You poke her, in the leg. Okay, cool.
Whatever body part is closest. I'm just
not
poking her
touching
with the
skin?
shotgun. No, you're right. You're right. That's a good point. No, I would know to touch skin. Yes.
Okay. You poke, touch the skin. She just sort of like squirms. What do you stop? Will you guys stop him, please?
Okay. Can we all agree that we can give her a little bit?
Well, she's real.
I'm gonna go check on Kenneth. It's been a little
I
bit.
shrug and
Sounds good.
I take the bindings off of her.
Go ahead.
I just sort of, as this conversation is happening, I'm like, she's got something in her and she doesn't know it, guys.
Okay, that's why we're untying her.
She looks at you, Petra. That hasn't happened recently, but I'm pretty sure that's not true now.
That's not what I mean.
Nadia, come on, girl. You know that's not what she's saying.
No, but what she is saying is a little creepy, so I'm trying to use levity.
That's you sound very serious when you're using levity.
I'm sorry?
Okay. Can we all agree that some weird shit has gone on? We're not on the same page about what's going on. We've treated you weird today. We felt like you treated us weird before.
Yeah?
I'm not quite sure what's going on.
There's nothing weird about making sure she's not a bad witch. I just want to say that.
That's fair, but it makes her feel weird.
Uh-huh.
Right? Yeah, so that's so it's weird. Okay, anyways. Should we all go upstairs?
I continue untying her during this whole conversation.
Why don't we all go upstairs? We can watch Kevin better from there. We'll all be a little more comfortable for talking.
Okay.
All right, let's go upstairs, guys.
Sorry
Unless
about all
Petra-
that. And I ruffle her hair.
Um,
Just had to make sure you weren't a bad witch.
You reach out, and she just instinctively sort of like ducks out of the way of your hand.
I look hurt, and then walk upstairs with my head down.
And so who's still down here at this point?
Well,
Maya and Caleb have gone upstairs.
I mean,
I took Nadia. If I went upstairs, then I took her with me. So if Petra stopped something, then I'm still downstairs.
no, I'm letting it happen. At this point, I picture Petra kind of like just dumbfounded with events just sort of like rolling past her, so I'm probably trailing behind everything. Like, I imagine I probably don't even start going upstairs until the others have already gone all the way up.
Okay. So you all go up the stairs. Then Petra's behind. Petra, make me a. This is going to be wits investigation -3.
Is there any reasonable argument for me willpowering this or not? Like, would I know this is important in any way?
Yeah, instinctually you might.
Okay, I'm gonna willpower it then. Rip.
Okay.
This is where I use willpower.
If I had any.
You do notice her sort of like rubbing at her wrists a little bit as she walks upstairs. You guys go back up. Did you guys move Kenneth, or is he still like?
No, he's still on the
it,
couch.
feet propped up? Oh no, he's on the couch. Okay.
Yeah.
So you did
That's
move
where he
him
was with his
from
feet propped up,
the
yeah.
kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
She looks up and she goes, "Oh my gosh, is your friend okay?"
So why I hit you before was because
When we rushed out, it was because something was thrown in here and it knocked him unconscious.
Oh my god, is he shot?
He's not shot, no, it was something that was thrown in.
Oh.
And I thought she did it because of the circumstances. Again, hectic and really stressful couple of days.
Okay, gotcha. I'm sorry. I mean, I swear I didn't do this stuff, but
Scott just nods.
she sort of elbows you. I didn't think I was that mean to you.
Okay, you keep making a lot of statements. I understand you're confused. We are too, okay? Like, we don't know what went on. Clearly, we have a different recollection of what happened. So, no, you didn't think so, but clearly something happened to us where we're remembering differently.
Yes, clearly.
Okay, so we can all agree to that. I understand it's personal, these things that have happened to you. It's personal getting punched in the face. But
Right.
we didn't mean it in a way that, like, we're saying you're a bad person. We didn't know.
Oh, okay. I was, again, trying to be accepting. Never mind.
Where's our stuff, if you don't mind? Sorry to be direct to
Oh,
the point, but
right. It's out in my car.
I'll walk out there with you. Let's
Uh,
go
At
grab
this
it.
point, I speak up. I kind of imagine myself just sort of like maybe lingering by the doorway from the other room or something like that. I'm like, guys, you can handle that. Nadia, well, all of you. Would anyone object if I said one thing to Nadia alone before she left?
Scott raises his hand. But then he just shrugs and says, it's your choice. Who am I to tell you what to do?
I guess I'm okay with it.
Maya just kind of slinks back. She's kind of just like over all of this right now. She just like goes and sits by Kenneth and starts watching him.
Nadia sits down at the little table in the kitchen.
Okay. I mean, do I have, like, semi-privacy at this point?
If the others move to the living room, yes.
Okay. I'm letting all of my sort of frustration and confusion just sort of boil to the surface. Well, I mean, not like boiling over, but, just like letting it show. And I say, Nadia, look, I'm not a lesbian. I chuckle to myself. But when I laid eyes on you in that club, I lost it over you. A little bit ago, when you yelled for us to stop, we didn't just hesitate. We entered a dream world. We entered a trap. It probably sounds crazy if you don't know what's happened, if you can't see it from my perspective. But I'm really, really concerned for you. With all the things that I've seen recently, I think there is something going on inside your head that you don't know about. And honestly, I think that I probably sound crazy even with what I'm saying now, so I won't go on, but I just want to let you know that I want to talk to you, I want to know what you know, I want to help you, but given the circumstances, again, I imagine you probably think I'm crazy. So if you want to go, then go, but if there's anything I can do to help, or if you want to tell me anything, then I would love to hear that.
Make me a presence persuasion roll.
Alright. And actually, I'm going to willpower this one again too, because this seems like the definition. 9, 2, 6, 9. Alright.
Okay. She starts by sort of like leaning back away from you, and she starts to do that thing where she starts shaking her head again. But as you continue to talk, she just sort of like looks down at her hands, nods once or twice, and then looks up at you. I don't know what to say. I get it. You have seen stuff I haven't. It's not like I don't think there's other shit out in the world. Like, I've spent enough late nights out on the streets. I understand that there's some things that we don't recognize are real. I guess if anything, I'm worried about you, about Maya. I thought you guys were really cool. I was hoping we'd get to know each other. I'd like to hopefully continue that. I need a little bit of space right at this exact second because everything, but You really think I'm in danger?
I do.
Okay. Um. Okay. I. What do you recommend?
I can't do better than to bring you to the best people I know who can help. Um, you're right. I didn't tell you everything when I relayed that crazy sounding story downstairs. When we left that place, we brought another gentleman with us, and we all together, well, I'll tell you that story if you want to hear it. I genuinely don't think it's important for you to know immediately, but I will tell you if you want to know. But we wound up at the home of a friend who is a monk, right? I'm just verifying.
Yes, he would be a monk.
Okay. Who's a monk who knows about such things. My first inclination is to call him and see if he would be willing to help, and if he's otherwise occupied, then I'll keep calling until I find someone who can help. As much as this place is safer than most, well, you saw our friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I remember meeting him when you guys helped me before. I hope he's gonna be okay. I've I got a friend who's a medic. Do you want me to call him?
I Well, I don't think that's the kind of help he needs, but we can check with my friends. For now, though, I think you need to worry about yourself. Um, and I sort of pause for a moment. Look, Nadia, I'm going to tell you one more thing, and you've come with me this far, and I think you deserve to hear it, although again, it's going to sound crazy. Well, I chuckle. Do you know fairy tales?
She smiles. I'm familiar, if we're talking about the same thing.
Do you know Mab, the Queen of Air and Darkness?
Of course, who doesn't?
Well, my friends and I met her.
She's struggling with that one. And you can see it on her face. She wants to believe you. At the same time, she really doesn't
Okay.
want to believe you. But at the same time, like,
Do you remember how we met?
yeah, vaguely. Like I said, it was weird that I passed out like that, but it happens sometimes.
Yeah. So, all I'm going to say is that think of how weird that was that you went to a park and you woke up in the company of a bunch of strangers and you were with other people and we didn't help them, we just helped you. Why did we help you specifically? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The reason, and again, I don't necessarily expect you to go with me all the way, and I don't want to push you too much all at once, but I think that you deserve to know. So I'm trusting you with that. The reason is because Mab singled you out because she wants to find your father.
Huh. Well, then I guess that would make two of us.
Well, you don't have to tell me about it unless you want to. For now, I think the most important thing is to... And I look at her and I say, to be honest, I could be reacting over nothing, but I don't think I am. I've been in these kind of situations before and I've lost people. And I like to predict the danger rather than be surprised by it. Would you be open to me making a couple calls and seeing if someone will take you in for a bit?
Sure, I guess. I mean, I'd rather stick with folks I know. Like if you guys are okay with it.
I look at her and I sort of frown and I say, it's your life. And I don't mean that the way it sounded, I'm sorry. I mean, you get to make the decisions for yourself. I'm offering because I have people I know I can trust. Your people, the people who you trust, are your trusted people. It makes me a bit uncomfortable because I don't know them. I don't trust them. But,
No, I mean, like, you guys. Like, I don't know this monk that you're gonna call, but
oh,
aside from this, she sort of gestures vaguely. You guys have helped me out before. And now I kind of get it. You're all going through something a little nuts. Like, I can accept an apology and understand things went a little sideways. It happens.
With that, I sort of frown and then weakly smile. Maybe even, like, vaguely my eyes water a bit, and I'm like, you trust us after you woke up tied to a chair.
Like I said, I was planning on getting out of here as fast as possible, but I can usually... I've always considered myself a pretty good judge of character, and Scott doesn't seem like a mean guy, and you seem like an honest person, and even the big guy doesn't seem cruel. He's a lot, but you guys seem overall like good folks.
Okay. Well, I once again sort of weakly smile, and I'll shrug, and I'll say, well, you should know that Disaster seems to have a fondness for me, but if you want to stick with us, then you're more than welcome to.
Because that is just too lovely, amusingly irony. As Petra says that Disaster seems to have a fondness for you all, there is a sort of whirring roar that you might associate, those of you who have been near a jet at takeoff, might associate with the sound of a jet engine starting up, except a little deeper and more less mechanical. And the front door explodes off its hinges as a gout of flame shoots into the living room. And that's where we're going to call it.
A flame?
A
gout
flame.
of flame.
Flame gout.
Yes.
The worst type of
gout of flame.
A gout of flame.
What is that?
That's totally plume, the expression.
A plume, a expansion, a
X,
Got
EX, XP.
Yeah. Fire fills the living room.
I wasn't questioning whether that was the thing, Casey. I was asking what it was.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm a jackass. I'm going to end the recording on I'm a jackass unless somebody wants to comment on that.
Oh, I just thought mine just before you said it.
All right.
Um,
Good night, kids.